Welcome back, guys. So now here are some of the basic but important image processing actions or the scaling and rotating. So here we will work on scaling and rotating today. So here we are in the 07 lecture start folder. If we check here, we have two files, 07.py and game.jpg. So here, let's start with writing the code. Just import numpy as np and import the cv2, and just we need to load the image here, cv2.m reads, and here we have the game.jpg file. As we have seen here, this is game.jpg file we have, and with one as you know, to load the image as it is in a best way. So here we are going to define the scaling in a first lecture here, and to do this we will define the image half, and that is equal to cv2.resize. So here cv2 resize is the main resizing function, and we will pass in value of the image, and also we will pass the value 0 and 0, that is the absolutely size, and not set any absolutely size in pixels, and then we can optionally pass in our function the relative factors for fx. If I say here just a third parameter, fx is equal to 0.5 and fy is equal to 0.5. This will result an image the half size in both dimensions of the original. Next we can type the image stretch. Here just the image stretch, and here cv2.resize, and here it passed the image, and just we are stretching to the 600 and 600. What does that means? Basically we are going to explicitly scale the image of those dimensions. Now I'm sorry. Let's move to the next, and that is basically we want to write the image stretch near underscore near here, and cv2.resize, and here what we are going to pass through nth. Just let me pass the image again here, the 600 and 600 size, and here interpolation is equal to cv2.inter and nearest value. This will indicate we are going to use the nearest interpolation mode instead of default. Now let's show all these images by this way. Here cv2.mshow, and we are going to pass it through the half, image half, and cv2.mshow, and if I say here the stretch, and here we are passes the image stretch cv2.mshow, and here we are passing the stretch near. That's it. So now let's use the wait key and the destroy all windows to show it. cv2.wait k capital, passing the 0 inside in, cv2.destroy all windows. Here we go, Just we need to check it, something wrong. Okay, let's run the code and see what happened. Python 307.py. So what it is saying that resize this OpenCV Python function failed size empty. OpenCV 4.5.0. If you see here, just we pass a wrong image to init and just run it through and then see the result. So here we go. Here this is the stretch near, and this one is the stretched, and this one is the half of the image. So here you can see the results for scaling operators. So on the left we can see the half size image. This one is the half size image, which is same overall aspect ratio. Then in the middle, if you see here, we have our stretched image, which is elongated vertically. If you see here, this is means like straight line vertically, and on the right hand side we have our stretched near image. This is the stretched this image looks a bit more pixelated because no interpolation was done between the pixels. During the scaling process, it simply used the closest pixels compared to the source image. Now let's return to the scripting window and then write more about the our another function, that is the rotation. So here we go, just rotation, and here m is equal to cv2 dot get rotation matrix 2d. So if we have given the we can say like that to the get rotation matrix, here we want to rotate to happen around. In this case we select the just only the parentheses in our case here and pass through the 0 and 0 again, and it will rotate for the top left hand corner, and comma now we need to we can specify the degree by which we want to rotate to occur by. For example, the minus 25 degree, we can say, or minus 35 degree or 30 degree, whatever you want to pass it. Then you can now use the transformation matrix to actually rotate an image by typing just with the degree to 1, and now there is a rotated and is equal to cv2 dot we are just warp a find, that is the built-in method inside in it, and which where we pass the image and pass the m, and also we will pass we need to pass the shape of our image. Here means like mg dot shape, and just 1 to indicate the second value of the original image. Just we need to pass through the here the img dot shape, and here the pass the second shape of the image. Now we can use this cv2.mshow and pass it through the rotated, and here the rotated to it. At this point just I will save it, and then I will go to run this, execute this and code, and then see. If you see here what it is saying, that IMT is not defined here, the IMG is not defined. So let's run the code. Again, CV here we have used this one, so let's okay, so here if you see the result for this, basically all the images it's printed, basically here the half stretched, and now this one is the rotated one. So here they moved from top left hand corner. If we had given, for example, the XY location and rotation matrix, then 2D function, then dimension of the image itself, it would have rotated actually from bottom right hand corner. If we wanted to rotate from the center of the image, we simply would have paused the half and width and half height of the image. And also you will find the other fundamental operations of scaling and rotating critical to formatting and adjusting your image inputs to fit needs of the problem. So thank you for this. I'll be back with next.